Hey everybody, how's it going? This is Allan the Assassin Yassen, coming to you from the Bellevue Boxing Academy. In our first video, we went over the three basic elements of boxing, which is balance, distance, and position. I hope you got a lot out of that video. This video, we're going to teach you how to wrap your hands and how to throw a proper jab. Okay, so let's begin. Technique for wrapping your hands is you will begin with this thumb loop. You will loop this around your thumb and you will start wrapping your hands. I usually go 3 times around the wrist. And what you want to do is you want to wrap your hands snug, but you don't want to wrap them so tight that they tingle or your hands feel numb like you're cutting off the circulation or anything. Okay, so you'll go 3 times around the wrist. It's very important to keep your hand out straight and keep your fingers spread apart. Okay, then you'll come up and you'll go around your knuckles 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so the secret to wrapping your hands is making sure that every piece of skin on the back of your hand is covered. So I'm going to come down like this now after I do the 3 wraps on the knuckles. I'm going to come back and I'm going to go around my thumb and I'm going to come back up to the knuckles. Now you can see as I'm going along, all this skin on my hand is getting covered. Okay? And I come back down to the wrist, wrap a few more times. And then when I come up to do the knuckles again, I will cover that last piece of skin on my hand. Okay, and when you're about halfway through, you can make a fist and make sure that the wrap is snug and not too tight or too loose. Okay, and then you're just going to complete wrapping your hands the way you've been doing. And usually there's a piece of Velcro at the end. And sometimes you can get lucky and have the Velcro come with the side up. Sometimes you don't, and you have to twist the hand wrap like this in order to get the Velcro on the right side. Okay, so that's it for wrapping your hands. Now to throw a proper jab, okay, there are a couple things you have to remember, okay? You have to be on balance, you have to have your distance, and you have to have your position, okay? Now what you want to do is you want to keep your elbows in. Just in case you see any body shots coming, you can swivel your hips, you can block those body shots, okay? The jab is you're gonna push off on the back foot. Take a step with the front foot and then slide the back foot up to where you're on balance again. Okay, because if you take a step and you don't slide your foot, you're gonna be off balance. So you need to slide that back this way. So you can practice this at home. You can stand at one side of the room, jab, step, slide, jab, step, slide, jab, step, slide. Keep that chin tucked to protect your cheek with your bicep. Step, jab, slide, step, jab, slide, step, jab, slide. Always try to keep your weight on your toes, because that way you have more of a chance of getting back on balance if you get out of position, okay? If you're on your heels, you have no balance whatsoever, okay? So not only can you throw the jab forward by pushing off with the back foot, which would be my right foot. I'm fighting from the orthodox position. Push off on the back foot, take a step forward with the right foot, turn that jab over and slide that back foot up to where you're on balance again. Now, we're going to throw the jab backwards, which is the same as throwing it frontwards, except you take a step with the back foot and slide the front foot back to where you're on balance. Okay, now the reason that you want to step when you throw a jab is because you can stand out here and have your distance and throw a jab without taking a step. But you're only going to touch the target, okay? But that same jab, if you push off on the back foot and take a step with the front foot, is going to make that impact so much more that it'll help you out a lot. Okay, now I explained to you in the beginning of the video that today we were going to learn how to wrap your hands, which we've already done, and how to throw a proper jab, which I've already shown you. Now, I think I have enough time left to show you how to shadow box inside the ring, which means keeping your balance, distance, and position at all times, keeping your arms in the proper position. When one punch comes out, the other punch stays right at your face. When the other punch comes out, the other punch stays at your face. Okay? And when you're in the ring and you're moving with another fighter, you can move your hands around, you can roll your shoulders, you can dip, you can bob, you can weave. But when you get ready to attack, when you get in your distance to attack, or the other person is within their distance to attack, you want to keep your gloves right on your face. Because when someone hits your glove, your whole head is not going to take too much punishment. Okay, but when you keep your gloves away from your face and someone punches your glove, it's really going to have an impact on your face. When your gloves are up against your face, it hardly does anything. Okay? When your gloves are away from your face, oh, you're going to knock yourself out. Okay. Another important thing is to keep your chin tucked. Because when you get hit, if you happen to get hit with your hand down, your upper body is going to take the whole brunt of the punishment. Okay? If you have your chin way up in the air like this, and you happen to drop your hand and get hit, snap, crackle, pop, all those nerves and muscles and tendons just snap. Okay, so you want to be as compact as possible. You want to have your balance, you want to have your distance, you want to have your position, and you want to put your hands right up here to your face whenever you feel an attack coming on or whenever you're going on the attack. Because even when you throw a straight right hand, you got to leave that left hand up there right against your face. So if someone hits it, it won't really do a lot. If your glove is away from your face, like I said, bang,